Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Bravery rewarded. A brand new truck for one of the churchgoers credited with helping stop a mass shooting last month at a church in Wayne. We thank you so much for being with us here for the News at 6. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Things could have been so much worse at Cross Point Community Church if Richard Pryor hadn't spotted that shooter outside and hit him with his truck, giving armed security time to respond. Unfortunately, Pryor's truck was totaled. But today, here's the good news. A local Ford dealership is stepping in to help. Lauren Kostick shows us the sweet surprise for this local hero.
Well, for the last few weeks, Deacon Richard Pryor has been without his truck. It was damaged when he hit a lone gunman outside his church. But no worries, because now he is getting the keys to this, a brand new F-150.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's something Richard Pryor didn't ask for or expect.
Definitely love him in the Ford F-150, that's for sure. So I definitely appreciate everything.
The other week, Demmer Ford and Wayne reached out with a special deal.
Us as a member of the community, we thought, what can we do to help? We made sure that Richard had something to drive immediately, and then thought, how do we do more?
Today, handing over the keys to a brand new F-150.
Not too bad at all, not too bad at all.
But the reason behind the gift is something Pryor is still trying to process. The deacon is a member of Cross Point Community Church. A few Sundays ago, he was running late when he noticed a gunman walking towards the doors. He called 911, but realized time was running out. That's when he hit the gas, running over the shooter, who then started firing back. Security guards then responded, killing the gunman.
I think that's where the Lord comes involved, because it was not my actions in that sense. I was not really thinking in that process.
In the end, Pryor's truck was totaled by the gunfire.
It's about giving back to Richard. It's about giving back to his family, to giving him some peace of mind.
A small thank you to a humble hero.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it.
So deserving there. And Richard tells me he also got to pick out this truck himself, the color and everything. I also asked if he had any big road trips planned, and he just laughed, saying no, just a lot of work to catch up on, juggling 3 different jobs, including being a deacon. Live tonight, Lauren Kostick, Local 4.
What a great story, Lauren. Thank you.
Warren police providing their side of the story on a shooting in Detroit, saying the man that their officers were chasing turned the gun on himself. Eyewitnesses had claimed police fired the fatal shot. Today, Warren police refuted that, saying Rakim Wright fired at the officers as the chase crossed into the city of Detroit and then shot himself in the head. As what led to the chase? Footage of Wright approaching his girlfriend at a gas station with a gun after they say he assaulted her and set fire to her home.
You see a suspect with no regard for the lives or safety of his own children, the community, law enforcement, or even himself. You also see the men and women of the Warren Police Department placing themselves in harm's way to prevent Mr. Wright from ending more lives that day, including likely committing the ultimate act of domestic violence, killing the female victim.
Over on clickondetroit.com, we've posted a list of domestic violence resources in addition to common signs of abusive behavior. The QR code on your screen will take you there right away. You can also call 1-800-799-7233 for help.
A dispute between coworkers ends with a mother of 6 being killed. Employees describe the terrifying moments inside the McDonald's on 9 Mile and East Point. This after a worker attacked a manager with a knife. Family of the victim identify her as 39-year-old Jennifer Harris. Police say she and the employee had an argument that led to the worker being sent home. The employee later returned a short time later and stabbed Harris multiple times. A customer in the drive-through line witnessed what happened and intervened, holding the employee at gunpoint until officers could get there.
She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
Just so heartbreaking. Tonight, we're hearing from police and from an eyewitness about what happened after the stabbing to keep the suspect from getting away.
The distance I saw, he had a handgun out, and he had the young lady sitting on the ground, and he had it like this to her. That's what the police and the paramedics and all them rolled up.
He did the right thing. He showed, so to speak, heroism, and we really appreciate his assistance because, like I said, otherwise we would have a dangerous criminal right now in public, and we would be looking for her, but who knows what else she was gonna do.
Now, this suspect still has not been named. In the meantime, the case will be sent to the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office to decide on charges.
Kelly Bryant, the Pontiac mother accused of leaving her 3 children alone and in squalor for years, is trying to convince a judge to dismiss her case. Bryant appeared in court for a pretrial hearing today. Her attorney filed a motion claiming the judge abused her discretion to move the case to trial. Today, that motion was denied. Bryant's lawyer says they plan to appeal. The next court date is 2 weeks away, and Bryant remains out on bond.
A man from Ypsilanti is pleading guilty to federal charges in a scheme to rip off online retailers. The Department of Justice says the scheme was done by Mubashir Riaz and his brother. Between 2017 and 2023, the pair bought hundreds of products online, like cell phones, tablets, and other electronic doorbells. They would then submit false claims that the items were defective, but then shipping back bogus items or just empty boxes, and then reselling the original items. The DOJ says the total cost to victims was more than $400,000. FBI agents found more than 40 cell phones and 30 tablets in Riaz's home. Riaz pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and his brother pled guilty to a lesser role last month.
Controversy over closing a couple of streets in downtown Northville is reaching a boiling point once again. A judge just ordered the city to reopen Main and Center streets, and that's not sitting well with some neighbors and businesses in that area. It's a complicated issue, and Local 4's Demond Fernandez has been hearing from neighbors from all sides. Demond.
Yeah, and Kimberly, those neighbors across Northville have been giving me an earful about the court's decision all day. As word about the judge's ruling slowly spreads, supporters of opening the streets downtown are celebrating, while critics are telling me they believe this is a bad decision for their community.
Many folks will tell you downtown Northville is a destination center with its walkable scenes, small boutiques, and restaurants locals love.
We're a lovely, historic, small town.
But it's these bollards blocking off portions of Center and Main Streets that has been an issue dividing some residents.
We found that traffic was going through the residential neighborhoods fast. People were frustrated about not being able to get downtown. School buses were diverted into the residential neighborhoods, which was really unsafe for them.
Mary Elwood Keys is founder of Let's Open Northville, a grassroots group that's been fighting the city to remove the bollards and reopen Center and Main Streets. Jeff Snyder is another resident and business owner.
I experienced a negative impact at the intersection of 7 Mile and Center. My business is out there, traffic backs up there every afternoon for a half a mile, and so this is very frustrating.
This week, a judge hearing the lawsuit Let's Open Northville filed against the city ordered the bollards must be removed. The city of Northville now has 6 days to reopen Center and Main Streets.
So many families and businesses are very, very passionate about the community space that this creates.
Lori and Tim Johnson are lifelong residents here. They say closing those streets created a certain sense of community downtown.
Northville has something unique now which brings people to town. Without that uniqueness, I feel that a lot of businesses are not going to be as successful because there's nothing unique to Northville to bring people here.
And I want to let you know, the judge did rule the city could continue closing the streets for special events like festivals and parades. However, the Northville city manager released a statement expressing the disappointment from City Hall. He said in part, "We are carefully reviewing the decision requiring the city to reopen the downtown streets as we consider our next steps." Back to you guys.
All right, Demond, thanks so much. Let's turn back to the forecast. Beautiful shot of downtown Detroit as we see the sunshine just gleaming off the beautiful building right there. We've got Ron Hilliard in for Kim Adams tonight, tracking just a beautiful day outside, but we've got some changes in store, including more humidity, right, Ron?
Hi, Kimberly. It is great here in Southeast Michigan, but yes, that humidity is going to be on the rise along with the heat and rain chances. A look into Mount Clemens right now. All across Southeast Michigan, we do have that sunshine with a few clouds here and there. We're at 83 in Mount Clemens, 84 in Romulus, 81 in Howell, and we're coming in at 84 for Lapeer. So it is warm. It is hot. but it is going to get hotter over the weekend. Look at this. We have some rain showers that are on the way to us here in Southeast Michigan. Now, maybe you want to have a little fun, enjoy yourself. Well, this evening, one of the events happening in town, the Uncle Sam Jam Festival in Woodhaven. We're going to be in the 70s as we get closer to about 9 and 10 o'clock. Things wrap up tonight at 11 o'clock with 74 degrees. Now, tomorrow, we do have some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. They're developing in the afternoon hours, and they could become on the stronger or even severe side as we get into the evening hours. But this is not our only chance in the next couple of days for severe weather. There's more. I have that coming up